The pickup rocked a little with the wind, but it might have been Otto's weight as he shifted to face her. "This is what we volunteered for," he said, "guarding the coastline. Think about the boys in uniform. They're doing tougher shit than this all the time. You know that." "Yeah, I know. Look, I understand we've been kind of slack about this civil defense thing. All of us, the whole town. But I've been doing a lot of thinking since that Battle of the Bulge started over in Belgium. You don't think our boys are cold over there?" She spread her hands. "Huh?" he prodded. "You think?" "Yeah, but look at this. I am looking at it, Bonnie. And I think it's time we started doing our jobs here. That's all I'm saying." "But, Otto, geez Louise, nobody's doing nothing in this weather. You think the Germans are coming tonight? They're not gonna, okay? You and me are the only ones out in this. And that's a good thing. Come on, give me another kiss. It'll warm you up. You. All you think about is you. Come on." With a sigh, she considered him. "All right, come here." She gave him more than a peck. "Yeah, that a girl," he said, pulling back to sit straight again. His gut extended far enough to rub the steering wheel. "Hey." She wrinkled her nose at him, feigning annoyance that he wanted to get out of the pickup into this wintry, blustery night. "What?" she asked. "Look, I gotta ask. You don't think Arnold knows, does he? He was acting kind of weird yesterday when he came in the store, and tonight at the party." "Nah, Arnold's always weird. He still thinks I'm crazy for joining the CD. What the hell, I told him he should join too, do something. But he just goes to work and comes home and sits with his damn stamp collection all night, every weekend. Unless he's fishing, I swear to God." She grimaced, exasperated with the image of her husband, slothful, skinny, only thinks about himself and his postage stamps. "Okay," she said, fighting her temper. "Okay, I won't do that. He's not your problem. He ain't here right now, just you and me, right?" The big man had tilted the back of his head against the window, away from her. He watched while she took hold of herself. "Okay," he said. "Look, you stay in the truck a little while, calm down. I'll make one trip down to the Rowley line. Then come get you. How's that, okay? You stay here, baby." "You gonna be warm enough?" "I'm fine," he chortled, thumping his stomach. "I got my winter fat on me. Be back in about an hour. I got some schnapps in the glove compartment there. Have a snort." "What the hey, it's New Year's, right?" "Right. You're a good man, Otto." "I try, baby. So I'll be back. You bundle up. I'll leave the keys in case you want to run the heat or some." He squeezed her knee before opening the car door. He moved fast into the blowing chill to shut the door quickly. With a gloved fist, he thumped the hood, then lifted his hand in a wave. Inside the cab, Bonnie watched him walk up the beach. Moonlight lay across his broad back. He soon slipped it and stepped into the dark. When he had disappeared, she pushed the starter to crank the engine and run the heater full blast. She took his bottle from the glove compartment for a single, long pull. She put the bottle away and stared straight out to sea. On hands and knees, Judith crawled over the last film of bubbles and salt water. On dry sand, she dropped to her stomach. Her skin was so frozen she didn't feel the grit of the beach against her cheek. She closed her eyes and caught her breath, angry at the frigid water, but glad of the storm which blew her ashore. Without the waves sweeping her forward, she might not have made it. Inside her rubber suit, she wriggled finger and toes. They felt like cadavers' digits. She hacked up a slime of mucus and salt, barely lifting her face to spit. Then she opened her eyes and rolled to her back, finding the knapsack there. She sat up and shrugged the straps from her shoulders. The pack was waterproof and difficult to pry open with clumsy hands inside thick gloves. With her teeth, she gripped one glove to pull it off and flexed her bare hand to flush blood to her fingers. The second glove came off with trouble, too. She kicked the fins from her feet and hurried with the knapsack. The soaked wetsuit sapped her body's remaining warmth on this icy beach. Her hands trembled. She needed dry clothes, quickly. The twin zippers of the pack slid reluctantly. Judith pinched the grips by sight, not by feel. Her fingertips relayed nothing.